everybody, welcome back to Charismas. My name is Miriam. You may notice we're in a new area right now, and it's only because of the fact that I wanted to show you this wall decor that I made by using sticks in my backyard and some flowers that I had in my house. It's very simple, anybody can do it, and it looks amazing, and it really is something that you and friends and family could all talk about. So let's get started. So this idea came to me from raking my backyard. I was out there with my husband and he saw the branches and he's like, instead of throwing these away, why don't we use them for our, some decoration idea? And I'm like, okay. He's like, just think about it. So I thought about it over some tea and I told myself, why not create something for a wall area, as you saw, that I'm not using? I didn't find a picture that I thought would be perfect there. I just wanted something unique and different as I try to bring into the rest of my house, is that kind of creativity that I really want to express in my home. And I thought the branches idea would be very nice, almost like cascading, like from big to small, just coming down like a ladder. And I thought that would be great. Some flowers on there that I have, for extra fall stuff that I'm not using, some straw that, some straw like ribbon that I have, and also just some string. I could make this work, and I did. So pretty much this is a very simple and cheap, item and decoration to create. The branches are free, again, nature, and I'm all about using the outdoors in my, ideas, creativity, decorating. So with that said, I had the branches outside. Depending on how big you want them or how small you want them, I'm going to show you how to do that. The ribbon I got from the Dollar Tree. They still had some fall, ribbon that they had around. I took some, I took the colors that I wanted to bring out from the flowers that I had too. So the Dollar Tree's still selling, fall, floral and flowers and ribbons. Try to go ahead and, get as much as you can, because you're going to need it for the next year to come. Or if you have anything from the previous, years, as I always do, it's good to recycle. As I always say, recycling is the best way to go, especially in decorating. It helps you save money. So with that said, I'm going to use some leaves that I had left, which I also got from the Dollar Tree, which I'm sure you can still find there. Some floral. I'm going to take, a few of these, flowers and put them on there as well. And then some ribbon. Depends on what you want to go with. You can go with the red ribbon. You can go with orange, very burlap, looking ribbon. So it depends on what you want. And I got this from Walmart. This was $3. So this string's going to help me bring the rustic look onto, because don't forget, this is very rustic. So I'm going to keep it still looking rustic with the string. It's going to give me that, edge that I'm looking for. And then, of course, the flowers and the ribbon will give it that class. So this is pretty much really under $5 of decorations that you're going to be doing here. And if you already have this all at home and you just have to go outside and pick some branches with somebody you care about or your kids, it's a fun, little game you could play. It really is a very easy and cheap item to do. So let's get started. But also with the leftover, if you have an old mason jar you're not using, which you would also get from the Dollar Tree for $1, or the thrift store as well, you can get them for about 20 cents. Don't hesitate to do that, because you never know if you could use the, mason jar for, a certain gem you're going to make over the holidays or just, through the year. Or for something like this, you could take the extra branches that I'm not using and put it inside here, kind of tie them together. Put a few rocks, inside here. That way they stand straight. Or you could just let them lay as they, you please. But, with a nice ribbon around there, it also can make for a nice decoration as well. It's easy to throw away, but when you throw away something you could use, it's better to, I think, recycle as much as you can. So here I go. I have my stick. This is about 3 feet right here. We have this is about 2.5 feet right here. And then the bottom one will be just under 1.5 feet right there, like that. So they're pretty much just going down. And I really don't measure anything. I've always been somebody who just eyeballs how I want it to do or how I want something to look. So if you measure, great for you, because mathematics has not been something that I've been really very good at. It's fine, but I've always been an eyeballer. That's how I do everything. I'm doing here, I'm just taking the string and just going in circles, just like that, to how I want it, how I'm pleased with it, and then make sure the string is long enough so you can attach it to the other level here, and you're gonna do the same thing, wrapping, 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 and then going straight down to the next branch and then wrapping as well. When I was younger, you know, we didn't have lots of money to do decorations and to create these wonderful, elaborate looking baskets and everything like that, and beautiful napkins, because, you know, you don't have the money to do that. The money's going to bills and everything. So I would go outside and take leaves and create my own napkins, or I would go ahead and take branches and create things during the Halloween season, or for fall, you know, do pine cones and create wonderful potpourris with my mother. And, you know, you just learned to create with what you had, because when you don't have a lot of money, you seem to have, I believe at least, or you just, you know, those are my thoughts. You just, I believe you have more creativity because your mind is working with whatever you have around your home, whatever you have around nature, whatever you just have around. And, you know, my mother was always very up on us using our, you know, creative mind to do what we wanted to do when it came to decorating. And, you know, I remember I started learning how to, you know, sew pillows by hand, just a needle and thread. My mom taught me how to do that. And, you know, I didn't have a sewing machine. We couldn't afford one. And that's what we had, was a needle and thread. And that's what she taught me to do. So if you don't have a lot of something, meaning money in the wallet, it's not a big deal. Nature and your creative mind, and sometimes what you've had from before, or other, you know, decorating ideas you've had before, use them and recycle them, reuse them, and believe me, as long as you keep doing different things with them, they're gonna look new every single year. All right, so this is the end product of what it looks like here. You have, you know, the string holding on to each one of the branches here, which is beautiful. Now I'm going to put the floral on here. Don't bombard the pieces of branches with too much floral. You want to make sure you still see the branches, which gives it that rustic feel. And then when the flowers are on here and the bows down here, you'll have that class brought to the arrangement. These beautiful like mini mums, I'm going to use these. I'm just going to take them right off. I got them from the Dollar Tree. Just take them right off and put them sporadically onto the branches. I don't want too much, leave the rest for, you could use them when you're making a napkin display. You could put them on the napkin holders. I also love these colors right here. These mums here are so beautiful and they contrast so well together. They really bring out fall to me. So I'm going to take 4 of them and put them on here as well. And then I'm going to use some of the leaves. I'm going to say I'm using about 10 leaves, and again, sporadically I put them through the branches. And then instead of the orange, which I think is a little too shiny for something that looks so rustic, I could still bring class to, you know, the little display item for my wall with this ribbon that you've seen me use before. I love the little, you know, circles here. They're very deep purple red, very rustic looking, very rusty red. They look like berries to me, so they kind of bring out the whole theme of berries during the holidays. Or I can go with this burlap, you know, this very green. It's not too green, it's just very, it has that very nice rustic looking, you know, green look to it, and burlap always has a nice texture and feel to it. I just love what it looks like with the ribbon. And I may go with this because notice the contrast of all the colors there. It really does work well, so I'm gonna go with this. You can see I'm gonna just start with my glue gun and just start placing the flowers in different parts. Just like that. You know, a little mum over here, just embedded in that little crack of the branch. Now remember, the branch will allow you like little cracks and, you know, crevices here and there that you can use, which will be easy for the flowers to just hold on to. Let's put a leaf right here. It's beautiful. Let's add a little leaf right over here. Just place them gently in little places here and there. They're gonna really make everything gorgeous. Another mum over here in this little crevice right here, this little corner area, which is gonna hold perfectly to the branch, and just keep going on and on and on. And then you have your bow with the bottom little tassels here. So there you go, and then it's gonna go to the top here. So it didn't turn out so bad, you know? I mean, sometimes there's a breakthrough and it turns out perfectly, and sometimes even if it turns out not so well, just remember, tie like a normal, you know, like you're tying your laces at the bottom of your shoe, and then just fluff out the ends that way and just make sure the bottoms look at least somewhat thick. You're gonna have, it'll look as professional as it can get for sure. So there you have it, look at that. It's beautiful, it's simple. Instead of the bow at the bottom, I decided to go ahead and bring it at the top. I love how this kind of curves in different ways, or all just in different like alignments, how they want to be. So that's the nicest thing about it. It really has almost like that tree idea and feel that you have outside. It has the same thing in your home. The flowers really bring everything in. It just really brings out that fall look that you're looking for. And remember, during Christmas, you could do the same thing. Pine cones, some berries, some nuts. So it's up to you how you want to really go about this. During the spring, you could put some, you know, lighter colors. So it really is on you. But for the fall, this really is beautiful. You have your sticks from outside. You have a little bit of ribbon that from the Dollar Tree. Some ribbon some flowers I already had and leaves, but you could also get from the Dollar Tree as well. So really, this whole thing here was $4 of items that I bought from the Dollar Tree, and then the branches were free. This looks more than that. If you go to a store, I would maybe price this around $20, just because of the fact of the, you know, the look of it, how classy it looks. But right now, rustic is really the way to go for your home, especially if you're going to be going for the holidays. And during Thanksgiving, you really want that rustic and classy look to your table, to your home, to your wall. This really is perfect. It really was an easy, very, very fun, and very simple and elegant project to do. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you'll join me next week where I show you a wonderful outing that I had with my friends, and it really was a fantastic fall day out. So friends, from Charismas as usual, my name is Miriam. Bye.